everyone, welcome back. So today I am going to talk you through some meta. I find it really overwhelming sometimes when a new set comes out and I'm like, what the am I gonna play? You know what I mean. I've spent the last few days kind of going through all of the Japan meta at the moment. They've moved on to BT7, but we are only going into BT6 ourselves. What I'm gonna do is talk you through some of the main decks that are being played in Japan, talk you through what's actually winning. Now, I'm not gonna cover every single deck in the BT6 format. I'm just gonna cover the kind of main ones that are being played, the ones you have to watch out for because a lot of other people will be playing them, and maybe just some stuff that you'd be interested in playing yourself. Let's get right into it. Let's take a look at everything that is going on. Alright everybody, so I use DigimonMeta.com for a lot of my deck guides and what's going on in the meta, just to kind of keep an eye on all the decks that are being played, and if there's something kind of spicy or something kind of cool that I'd like to give it a shot, try it at my locals or try it at a regional or something, this is the website for you, cardmeta.com. I also use the Facebook page TCG Review to kind of just keep an eye on what's going on a lot of the time. So we can take a look down here. It kind of gives you this type of information where like you have from the 30th of the 7th, which is July, to the 1st of August. That's just telling you within that time frame what decks were topping. You can kind of get a good idea of what's going on as well week by week. So you don't even have to wait till the end of the month to find out exactly what's going on in the meta. You get regular updates of what's doing well. Back to the Digimon card meta. We go to all the way down to decks. And then you have your Japanese format here. So we got BT6 and EX1. Now EX1 is the collection series. It is coming out in December, as far as I know, for the English Digimon people. BT6 is only coming out in October 8th, so then you only have 2 months to wait for the classic collection series. There will be cards you can sub in and out of it, but as an overall, the decks all kind of seem to be the same. So when you come to card meta and you go into decks, you can take a look at what's been doing well. You can organize it in date, color, country, all that crap. So you got all this really, really cool information where you can keep an eye on what's going on. But anyway, the most important thing is what we're going to look at now is what exactly are the top decks. From all of this list, you have 369 tops in total, and you can kind of take a look at what the tier list is actually if you go back here. So you've got your tier list, and from BT6 it's Eosmon, Musketeer and Digimon Bond of Friendship. So we're going to take a look at the Eosmon deck first off, because it is a tier 1 deck. A lot of people are going to be playing it. It's a really, really cool deck. Let's take a look at the deck list. When you go into your card meta, you can actually click on all the deck lists, and it gives you kind of a list of everything that is being a list of all of the top decks, so you can actually see their deck list, which is just great. I don't know who needs to know this. I only found all of this information out recently, so I'm sure a lot of people already do know about this, but for the people who don't, here you go. With the Eosmon, you're going to be playing the Sistermons. These are very important to be playing in it, and then obviously you have a load of cards with like inherent effects, like you've got your Greymon with security attack. The Bao Hookmon is part of the new BT6 dudes, so we can take a closer look at him. So if you have a Digimon with Sistermon in its name and play, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 5000 DP or less. That's pretty good inherent effect. Then you've got your Sistermon Noir and your Sistermon Blank. Funny story about these two, we don't actually have Sistermon Noir in the English format. So something interesting happened. Sistermon Noir in the English format, a little bit of censorship was brought in, and now she's actually Sistermon CL. So Sistermon CL is a real Digimon. I don't think it makes really much of a difference to me, but there is a little bit of censorship, I think because of a religious aspect, possibly. I don't know the full story of why they censored Noir, but anyway, we have Sistermon CL instead. There is a little bit of difference. Obviously the card art is different. The text is the same, so you're still gaining a memory, and you're still all of your Digimon with Hookmon in their name or Royal Knight and their types get 2000 DP. So that's something to look out for as well. So we do have, we have Sistermon Blanc, and then we'll have Sistermon CL here instead of Noir. Then we have our Eosmon. So Eosmon is the whole reason behind the deck. It's a great deck. You may play a Digimon card with Sistermon in its name from your hand or crash without paying its memory cost, which is really good because one of the Sistermons gives you plus 2000 DP and the other one becomes a blocker. And then when you play another Digimon, this Digimon gets plus 3000 DP and gains piercing for the turn. That card is really, really good. You're able to get piercing from it. You're able to bring out a Sistermon that's going to give it a bigger attack, or you're going to get a blocker on field as well. Then you have Omnimon played in here with Blitz, so you can digivolve your Omnimon on top of your Jessamon for an extra attack. You play your Tai for the extra security check as well. And then you have this card, Save Your Hookmon. Once per turn, if you have a Digimon with Sistermon and its name in play, unsuspend this Digimon. That's its inherited effect. If you have your Jessamon with, maybe it's got 1 or 2 security checks already from inherited effect, you get to unsuspend it, attack again, then you can chuck an Omnimon on top of it and go with Blitz. And basically, it is an OTK, I guess, in a sense. Obviously, it takes a while to build up your stacks with any deck in most formats. With Jessamon, it seems like building tall and attacking multiple times. I can see why this is definitely a tier 1 deck, and it is going to be the most played deck, I would imagine, in the format. Next up, we have the Blue Bond of Friendship deck. It's another really, really cool one. So mixing up with the structure deck, it does have some cards from the collection series in here, like this Gabumon here. You can substitute in other cards until the collection series has come out. The cool thing about the Gabumon Bond of Friendship deck is you play the Ancient Garurumon, and they both kind of do similar things. So your Lobomon, your promo Lobomon, can digivolve into Ancient Garurumon for a cost of 1. And your Gabumon, all your Gabumons actually can digivolve into your Bond of Friendship as long as you have the Matashita on field for a cost of 3. So you're able to build into these big Digimon very quickly. There's a lot of unsuspending going on as well. So let's take a look at Ancient Garurumon first of all. Once per turn, unsuspend 2 of your Digimon with names that contain Garurumon or our hybrid form. So you get to unsuspend your Digimon basically with Garurumon in it, which is great, so he can unsuspend himself and attack again, or any of your hybrids as well. Then let's take a look at your Bond of Friendship. So then taking a look at your Bond of Friendship, when attacking once per turn, if you have a Tamer, you may unsuspend this Digimon. You're going to have a Tamer because you need to use the Tamer to bring him out a lot of the time. And then when attacking, return one of your opponent's level 5 or lower Digimon to the bottom of their deck and trash all the Digivolution cards of that Digimon. So he gets to unsuspend and attack again, which is really cool. Then you've got your Ancient Garurumon who's going to unsuspend and also attack again. And if you have any other Digimon on board as well, there's a possibility that if they are a hybrid or if they are a Garurumon, they can also unsuspend and attack again. So lots of unsuspending going on and all that crack. And then for some of the inherit effects. So a lot of the time when you have this Gabumon, this is the one you want to be digivolving your Bond of Friendship on top of. It comes out in BT6 as well. So once per turn, when you play a Tamer with Matashita in its name, gain memory. So that's a nice little on-play effect. And then you have its inherit effect. When attacking once per turn, if this Digimon is Bond of Friendship, you may unsuspend this Digimon. Again, more unsuspending, more attacking. So I want to take a look at the Musketeer deck as well. It seems to be doing really well in Japan and in the meta itself anyway. You have your kind of standard rookie lineup for purple as usual. Impmon is a new card that comes out in BT6 as well. You may trash 1 card in your hand. If you do, return 1 Digimon card with 7 Great Demon Lords or 3 Musketeers in its type from your trash to your hand, so you can add your BL Starmon back to your hand or your Gundramon. Then you have your blocker standard. You got your Deputymon, which is reveal the top 40 cards of your deck. Add 1 Digimon card with 3 Musketeers in its type, so you're able to get to your 3 Musketeers as fast as possible. Also, this card just looks really cool. I mean, no censorship going on there. Then you have your BL Starmon and your Gundramon, which are your Musketeers, but also Lilithmon does have a good bit of synergy with this because this deck is a lot about option cards. With your BL Starmon, when playing this card from your hand, reduce its play cost by 1 for each 3 Musketeers Digimon card and option card with a memory of 7 cost in your trash, so she can become really cheap. On play, return 1 card with a memory cost of 7 from your trash to your hand, then use 1 option card with a memory cost of 7 in your hand without paying its memory cost. So you get to play all of your option cards pretty much for free. Not all your option cards, the majority of your option cards, except for Jack Raid. The Jack Raid is free anyway, so that's good. So your Trump Sword, your Nailbone, and your Fly Bullet. Fly Bullet's a new card in BT6. It's if you have a Digimon with 3 Musketeers in its type in play, you may use this option card without meeting its color requirements. Delete 1 of your opponent's level 6 or lower Digimon. Delete most of the big dudes. We know what Trump Sword does. Nailbone, bring 2 dudes out from your trash. So then you also have Gundramon, who is a blocker, which is crazy. He's a level 6 blocker. There's not much that's going to get over him in the first place. But also when digivolving, reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. You may use an option card with memory cost of 7 among them without paying its memory cost. Again, playing more 7 cost option cards for free is insane. Your trump swords, your new card that deletes the level 6 or lower as well. I just think the deck is really, really cool. You got your Omnimon's Warts as well, which is a nice addition to it, and then all of your option cards that you're adding in. And you have this option card, Welch Warmer. I think I butchered that, but that's fine. If you have a Digimon with 3 Musketeers in this type, you may use this option card ignoring its color requirements. Delete all Digimon with play cost of 7 or lower. Again, deleting, you're getting rid of everything on the board, and then you're able to just build up your own board and attack. So they are 3 of the ones that I did want to cover. There will be a lot of people playing these, I would imagine, but there's a few more decks I do want to kind of mention and talk about. Security control does get better in BT6, so there are a lot of people still playing security control and topping with security control. Some people prefer to play the Bond of Courage to the Eosmon deck, which is totally fine as well. The deck is also very aggressive and continues to do a lot of damage. It builds stacks very quickly and does extra security checks. There is a really cool deck I just wanted to touch on quickly as well. Is the Eosmon. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but it's there. It kind of revolves around this Eosmon Digimon card, and it's just really funny. You get to play 50 copies of it if you want. Here, they're not playing 50 copies, but 15 copies. You can have up to 50 copies of the same card number as this card in your deck. Okay, just break all the rules then. When attacking, you may play 1 level 5 or lower Eosmon from your hand without paying its memory cost. So if you just have a load, you just keep summoning them out. I guess it's a form of rush in a way. You build up to the 1 and then you can just keep bringing out all the rest of them. Then you have your big Eosmon for each tamer you or your opponent have in play. It's not just you, your opponent as well. You may place 1 level 5 or lower Eosmon from your trash at the top of this Digimon's Digivolution cards in any order. If 2 or more cards are placed by this effect, delete one of your opponent's Digimon. So again, more deletion, and it's just got a weird swarming mechanism about it, and I'm actually quite excited to build this one. I might give this one a shot myself. It just seems like a really fun and interesting deck to play. Let me know what you guys think of this one, because I'm very interested in people's thoughts on this one. And then finally, the last 3 decks I just wanted to touch on very quickly are all very similar in nature, and we know and love them very well. It's the Rookie Rush decks. I know a lot of people do not like Rookie Rush, but I think they're hilarious. I think they're great decks, and especially for beginners, people who are just coming into the game, and we want more people in the game. So, you know, if you've got friends who are looking to get into the Digimon game, obviously if they have a deck in mind, they're going to build that regardless. I think a good starter deck is a Rookie Rush deck. It helps you gain all of the knowledge of the game without having to worry about all the inherent effects, and then once they have all of that, they can kind of go into building the more complicated decks. In this BT6 format, we have not 1, not 2, but 3 Rookie Rush decks, and I'm very excited about it. So we have, of course, the Blue Rookie Rush deck, or as some people call it, the Bond of Friendship Rookie Rush. So you've got your regular lineup of rookies. You got your Lobomon that you can digivolve on top of your tamers. And then you've got your Bond of Friendship who can go straight onto a Gabumon. You don't have to worry about building up a stack with it. You play your Rookie Rush as normal, and then you just chuck on a Bond of Friendship. That's it. And you do play your Puppetmon inside here, your Needle Sprays, your regular kind of, your Hammer Spark, all of that crack as well. So it's very similar to the old Blue Rookie Rush, except with the addition of a Bond of Friendship, which I just think is phenomenal. It's a great card, and the fact that you could just digivolve on top of a Gabumon level 3 is crazy, but it'll be an interesting one to see for sure, and definitely something to watch out for. The next Rookie Rush, of course, is the Yellow Rookie Rush. Again, a similar lineup to the Yellow Rookie Rush deck from BT5, with the addition of just a few cards. Your Wyvern's Breath, which is one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 15,000 DP for the turn. There's not a lot of Digimon that are going to be over 15,000 DP. It's a Gaia Force for Rookie Rush. And you've got your Apemon. Again, he's a cheap 4 cost. And the cute Tapermon. Once per turn, when a card is removed from your security stack, trigger, draw 1 card. So you digivolve your into your level 4s on this card with the inherit effect, and then you've got a little bit of extra. Then you got a little bit of extra draws, because Rookie Rush are known for not having the best draw power. And then finally, we have the Bond of Courage Rush. So similar to the Bond of Friendship Rush, you have your kind of lineups of your Agumons, as many as possible. You've got your cheap level 4s, your Gunimon to digivolve on top of your Tamers, And then of course you have your Bond of Courage that can digivolve on top of your Agumons, with as long as you have your TIE Tamer. Pretty similar mechanisms going on. You've got your rookies, you play your rushes normal, but you can still have the addition of being able to digivolve into your Bond of Courage. And you still have you're still able to digivolve on top of your Tamers with your Agunimons as well. They're pretty similar in how they work, and then you just got a lot of Tamer cards, or a lot of option cards as well, just to board clear and get stuff out of your way so you can win with your rookie rush deck. So everybody, there is a lot packed into this video about all the different decks, so don't get too overwhelmed by any of it. There is a lot of decks in the format you can play if none of these are kind of the ones that you're looking at. I didn't really cover green or black. I might do them in another video. Let me know if you want me to cover them as well. Let me know what decks you're going to play in the format. I'll probably be going for the Jessamon myself, and I'm going to build all the Rookie Rush and the Eosmon ones because they're too funny not to play. I mean, it's just 50 copies of a card. Should I just play like 50 copies of the one card? I feel like that would be really funny. Anyway, so yeah, again, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll leave links below for the websites that I was using and the decks that I used, or the decks that I showed you in here, so you can build them yourselves once the BT6 box is released. So everybody, have a great day, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye everybody.